So life has a way of bringing storms we never saw coming. And just like a real storm, it can get loud, crazy, confusing, and overwhelming. Winds begin to pick up, pressure builds, and suddenly you're trying to figure out how to just stay standing from the storm. See, storms happen when the atmosphere becomes unstable. Energy starts to release, clouds gather, winds blow heavily, and lightning flashes, and then thunder cracks, and then the rain begins to pour. And then suddenly everything just shifts. And sometimes the storm doesn't always happen at once. It can start small, one thing goes wrong, then another, and before you know it, boom, you're right in what you never saw coming. And when a real storm hits, you're told to take cover, stay away from windows, unplug anything, and just stay alert and stay safe. But sometimes in life, we don't get warnings. You know, you're either in a storm, coming out of one, or heading into one. And what matters most is what you do while you're in the storm, because that decides how you'll come out. You know, life hits and it hits hard, and it doesn't feel fair, doesn't feel good at times, and it doesn't pick and choose. See, it can come for anyone at any time. And here's the truth. When you're in a storm, you're not always your best self. You will panic, you'll worry, you'll feel frantic, and your faith can feel so weak and just feel shaken like never before. But storms aren't meant to destroy you. In a storm, you're told to stand still and take shelter. So what's your shelter? What have you been using to protect yourself during these times? Is it distractions? Is it alcohol? Is it drugs? Is it other temporary escapes? What you reach for during that time in the storm really kind of can determine how you'll come out and whether you're ready for the next level. You know, coming out of the storm doesn't automatically fix everything, because when a storm hits, you know, it can cause severe damage, you know, and healing takes time. See, in a storm, the power can go out, trees fall, just all kinds of damage can happen, and it will take time for these things to be restored. And restoration always happens after the storm. You just got to go through it. So in a storm, don't try to fight it. Take shelter. Don't stay out in the open. And in life, that shelter should be God. You know, God is our refuge, our strength, and an ever-present in the time of trouble. So John 16:33 reminds us that in this world you will have trouble, but take heart because he's overcome the world. So when life feels heavy, remind yourself of that. Step into his presence, pray, and instead of panicking, try to stay grounded. And especially when things feel so unstable. Storms don't last forever, and neither will what you're going through will either. So if you're in a storm right now, whether it's an emotional, mental, or spiritual storm, don't try to face it alone. Take shelter, stay connected, and stay covered. And trust that God is holding you through it all, the good, the bad, and the ugly. Don't drown because of the storm. See, you drown when you stay exposed. Everybody talks about surviving storms, but they don't talk about where you go when it hits. So go under the shelter.